Hello everybody, Danny Shay on a Thursday. How's everybody feeling? I was struggling today with 4th of July being tomorrow, and I'm thinking it's Friday. Am I going to do a ramble? As if I need Friday to ramble. I ramble all the time anyway. But the official ramble date is Friday for me. And I go, am I going to be able to do that? We're going to get up early and go do some stuff, so I may be able to do a ramble in the afternoon. We'll see. I'll put a post on my community page if you have any questions you want to ask. So I'm struggling with the 4th of July. Do I put up a flag? How patriotic should I be? I'm not happy with our government at all. And then I think of all the people who have fought to get to where they are, and our rights are being pulled away. I put a post on BLUESKY and my YouTube community page about the people who marched for their civil rights in 1965. And I thought, Danny, you're just having a little pity party. Stand up. Let your voice be heard. So now's the time. It's not time to shrink. It's time to stand up. And when these people are trying to gaslight us into thinking that we're going to have better health care, it's like, listen to AOC on the floor. Remind me never to get into an argument with her. Yikes. Her, Jasmine Crockett, who else? Elizabeth Warren. I like Jasmine better. She laid it out. AOC. Anyway, go look at that. It's powerful. So anyway, we are in this place. I feel it in my soul. It's going to shift. It has to shift. I hope it shifts quickly. But in the meantime, I can still have a voice. I can still speak out. I can still stand up and march. And if you decide to do that, maintain your awareness all around you. Don't drop your guard. Just be what they say in the Coast Guard, maintain the bubble. That's 360 degrees so that you can put eyes in the back of your head. Many of us, many of you who raise kids, you already had eyes in the back of your head. So, Psychic Duck, say hello to Psychic Duck, everybody. Hello, everybody. Do you have eyes in the back of your head? What do you think? I don't know. You're looking right at me. Yep. And I'm looking at them, too. You're kind of showing your tail feathers. That was you. That wasn't me. You gotta love Psychic Duck. Yeah, you gotta love them. All right. Her. Them. Okay. Let's take a look at the Miami mayoral race. They have elections in odd years, and they just changed it so that the elections are going to be in even years so that they can get more voter turnout. Okay, on the face of what they say, all right. However, what that does is that it extends the current mayor and the commissioner and maybe somebody else for another year. They are term limited. They can't run again. And I may have this wrong, probably do, that they have been in office for 9 and 17 years, or 17 and 9 years, mayor and commissioner. That's a long term. So, and I don't know if that's right, but either way, they are allowing themselves to stay in office longer than they should. They should be leaving at the end of this term, with the election coming up in 2025, whenever that is, and they just pushed it to 2026. And when my wife first heard about this, she goes, it's going to the Supreme Court. This is big. And somebody asked yesterday, I can't remember the name, sorry, but thank you for asking the question, said, could I read on this? And I go, yeah, I meant to, but I forgot. So I'm going to do it now. All right. We all still getting repeating numbers? I just looked at the at my timer. It was 555. I shut my phone off. It was 10:11. So many repeating numbers. The 555, the fives are struggle, but there is an angel number with fives. Hang on, I'm going to pull up my angel number thing. Okay, so I've got this book that it's an ebook, and if anybody wants to look at it, I'm not getting any kickback. This is not an ad, but it's a double digit. What's the name? Double digit ebook. It's a book on numerology, and it goes through what number one means, and then what double one means, what triple one means, and what quadruple ones mean. And it's all it's all channeled information, so it's not really based on numerology, but it's based on some newer method of getting this information. Newer, older, because we channel all the time. Anyway, triple ones, it means pay attention to your thoughts. Ones are action. Ones are things getting ready to go forward. Pay attention to your thoughts, because that is being manifested right now. And so my thought this morning was, this is horrible, like loss. I don't want to be part of this anymore. And got to be careful what we're thinking about. 555s, in the old version, it was all like conflict and things like that, strife and battling each other. This one, it's all about tearing down and rebuilding, remanifesting. And so when you combine the 555s, tearing down to manifest something that we want that's more positive, and it combines with the number one, the triple one, really be careful of what we're paying attention to and what we're thinking of, because because what we think, we're manifesting. So let me get you the name of that book. Okay, I hope you can hear me. It's Joy Roby and Marilyn Harper, the Andromeda and Company. It's Double Digitology, Decoding the Messages of the Universe through the Power of Numerologies, through the teachings of Rhonda. So, if you want, I will, if you ask me about it, and I can send you the link. You can go to their website too. So let's get back to Miami. There's a joke, a whiny joke about Miami. Can't remember what it is. Shame on me to miss a joke. Okay. The question is this Miami ploy? shifting the elections. Is this going to be a bigger story? Is this going to be a bigger story? Is this going to go up to the Supreme Court? That's what my wife thinks. Is this going to go up to the Supreme Court? Miami. And to allow Republicans to stay in office longer, because that's what it seems like it's doing. Speaking of fives, loss, Five of Pentacles, loss, moral bankruptcy too. Not so much in this deck. This deck, you're just crying, laying in the snow, walking away from sorrow. They don't want to walk away. They want to stay there. Two of Swords, the Hermit, Tower, oof, Three of Wands. What is this saying? What's going on with Miami? Is this something that's going to go up to the Supreme Court? Is this something? I'm going to pull this down. Let's try to figure this out. As I look at the clock, with the timer, it was 11:33. Now, am I just making that stuff up? So my wife says, oh, you're just looking for things like that. I have a couple clarifications here. So what do we have? We have Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups. We have the loss, the depravity, the moral bankruptcy of this loss. It feels like when you look at this image that she just kind of drops. She's crying and she has all this money, but it doesn't mean anything to her. It's just like, it's not going to save her. This money. It's just, I don't know if that's a pillow or the snow. In other cards, it's snow, so that's where I'm saying that from. Certainly, she's not happy. She's crying. I don't know if they're crocodile tears from Miami. Okay, sorry, that was a bad joke. And then we have the Eight of Cups. Walking away from sorrow to find oneself. Loss and walking away. So it feels like they should walk away. Is this going to get up to the Supreme Court was the question. We have the Two of Swords making a decision, a legal decision, and it's a blind decision too, and she's underwater a little bit. Certainly the Supreme Court is underwater. They may not know it, but they're treading. In the past is the Hermit shining the light on a situation. At the top of the reading is the Tower moment. And the potential near future is the Three of Wands. Is this watching democracy go out? Watching democracy come in? This Three of Wands, this person is standing on a snake. Is what I say. Some dark times with this Three of Wands. But then we move into the internal position of the Three of Pentacles. And when I look at this card, it's body, mind, spirit. We have the slow moving knight. Certainly that is the Supreme Court when they want to like really slow things back. But the hopes and fears that we have the Chariot, that it can move faster. And then we have the King of Wands. It feels like to me that the Supreme Court, if it does get there, and it kind of feels like it might with this King of Wands, that they will see that this is a Tower moment for our nation. And I think they're just going to, are they going to drop it? We get the Empress tied to Russia, and then we get the Star, more balance. Okay, so in this reading, it feels like if it goes up to the Supreme Court, that it's not going to be like 100%. You've got to uphold our elections. I think they're going to maybe drop it back down to the state level a little bit, but it doesn't feel like they're going to let it get too crazy. Let's take another look at it with another deck. So thank you all for your comments on how to clean cards, what to do with your cards. That was, I forgot one of the things, knocking on your cards. You can use, having a sneezing fit, you can use like some crystals, you can use obsidian. Selenite is a salt, and so that cleanses things. This is my Lemurian crystal, and you just set it on there as you go to sleep in the moonlight. A lot of good comments on how to prepare your cards, how to clean your cards. Somebody said, I'm really new, so I hope I don't do it wrong. I don't feel like there's a right or a wrong way to do things. It's our intentions that may need work. For example, if we fall into a pity party and we think negative thoughts, or we go into dark places, or we don't set up our prayers before we read, that to me is incorrect. I wouldn't say it's wrong, because I know some people don't set up their prayers, but I set up my prayers, I set up my protections so that I'm not digging into anything really too negative, even though I'm reading on politics and today's politics. Let's go back to Miami. Give me the 411 on this. How is this going to turn out for these two politicians, the mayor and the controller, and anyone who is pushing staying in power longer than they should by moving the election date? Talk to me about how that is going to turn out for them. Oh, I guess I had the cards upside down. So the first card that came out was the Celebration reversed. Now, since I'm not reading these cards reversed, that would, this card is a celebration, that this is good for them. This is great. But I actually pulled it out reversed. So I'm just going to leave it reversed, which means it's not that good. It's a false celebration. It's being challenged by their decisions. Did they make the right choice? At the base of the reading, we have a new beginning, Ace of Pentacles. In the past, we have the Page of Pentacles. It's coming forth with a younger idea, but that's in the past, so I think that, let's just see what the top of the reading comes out. They have the new truth with the Ace of Swords. I think it's going to be challenged, yes. And we have the Three of Pentacles working together. This is also some dark money, so I think there's some dark money involved in this. I was talking to my wife about Chicago politics because she grew up there. It was all transactional. Everything about Chicago politics, pretty transactional. But I have to back that up a little bit. J.B. Pritzker. Interesting. And I read something on my news feed that made my heart sing. I hope this is true. But there was a billionaire from Denmark or Sweden who bought up 400,000 acres in the Amazon forest from a logging company. And what he did, well, he bought the logging company. And then he goes, we're not logging. I'm like, yay, yay. I remember reading on these billionaires, and I remember reading that the billionaires are going to step up and help solve the problem. They have so much money, and it's like an addiction. I need more, I need more, I need more. Come on, give me more. They can't stop making money. And they're just hoarding it. They're hoarders. Billionaire hoarders. So you look at Bill Gates giving away his fortune, Warren Buffett giving away his fortune, and I'm hearing you guys in my head about Bill Gates. Some people go, oh my gosh, not good. I'm not talking about good or bad. I'm talking about him giving away his fortune, though. And then this other guy spending whatever he spent on buying a logging company and then not logging. Good, 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 good. Jeff Bezos giving away his fortune so his wife can have plastic surgery. Okay. A little dark money. How's this going to work out for him? Ooh, yeah, there's dark money. Heartbreak. I'm not sure where the heartbreak is. Is it for the voters? Because externally, we have the Empress. Let me drop this down so I can point my finger. We have the Empress. We have the Three of Pentacles, both dark money cards, the heartbreak, the poor choice. It's going to be legally challenged. Hopes and fears is that people can come together, that there can be some healing going on in Miami. Yes, and the Lover's card. Positive cards, the Emperor. Someone laying down the rule. Is this the Supreme Court? And then there's a defense of oneself. Nine of Pentacles, a lot of money coming in, and then loss. Five of Cups. I'm not getting, let me just ask. I'm going to use the pendulum here because I'm not getting a clear yes or no. I was watching Libby. She set up yes or no cards. I went, oh, that's pretty cool. I got a stack of empty cards. So if I steal her idea, would I have to, like, write at the bottom, stolen idea stolen from MT? Meister Tarot. Should I? Or should I just said idea stolen from, I'm not telling you who. Okay. So the way I throw my pendulum in a circle, it's ready. It's ready for the question. But I always set up first, am I fully protected? Am I accessing my higher power? And do I have permission to douse? And if it goes straight up and down, that is a yes. And that is giving me a yes. May I ask a question, please? And then it'll go in a circle. May I ask a question, please? Is this election manipulation the future for the Republican Party? Is this in the Republican Party's playbook? No. Will they start to consider this? Kind of yes. It's not a full-on yes, but it's they're looking at it and go, huh, how about that? Will this, ask a question, please. Will this changing of the election to an even year, will it succeed? And I'm getting a soft, now I'm getting a circular, and more of an oval no. So now it's no. So it feels like it may work on the interim, maybe this time, but it's not going to continue. There's going to be some legal challenges, and I don't think it's going to work. So, what crazy times we're living in. Yeah. All right. Psychic Duck, you have anything you want to say? Be safe, everybody, on this 4th of July. Yeah? Yeah. We don't want anybody to lose any fingers. Okay. You have anything to say about your fine feathered friends? Fireworks scare me, so pay attention to your pets. Thank you. Yeah. I like dogs and cats. They don't like fireworks. They don't like fireworks. Okay. All right. 26. One topic. 26 minutes long. Before I go, I'm going to do a healing card. One healing card. Immerse yourself. Immerse yourself. It's not in the 24-hour news cycle. It's training, learning, new hobbies, passions. Good advice. Good advice from the Healing Waters Oracle. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Peace and love.